Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Europa Universalis for the Million Ducat Challenges Portugal. The challenge in which we will try to play a tall Portugal game. We will go full colonial, and goal is to make 1,000,000 ducats from trade. Well, most of the money will come from trade, but have a treasury of 1,000,000 ducats. Of course, not an income, 1,000,000 ducats. And things like this will certainly help. The price of spices changes by 50%, and we gain some more money. Well, the money is only a drop, but spices are really expensive now. 4.5 ducats, that's really good to produce. We can start to send some of that juicy trade towards Zanzibar, and from Zanzibar we can send it to the Cape, Sevilla. To make sure that the trade will flow all the way up, probably have to do some conquering in Zanzibar, and that's something that I want to look into after we have conquered some stuff in Mexico, because that's what I'm going to do now. I'm setting up my armies here and gonna attack Quiche. He is an unmaintained fort here, that's good to know. I'm not sure about this army size, I haven't checked. But we're gonna attack him and hopefully conquer at least 5 provinces, maybe 10. The goal is 10, but I'm not sure if that will work. But he's allied to Cacomas, so we might be able to snatch a couple of provinces from Cacomas first. The war score value could fully annex Cacomas. That's 6 provinces, and then we only need 4. Then we have a 3rd colonial nation. So that's the goal for this episode: establish a new colonial nation, and after that we'll see what we will do. We will probably want some colony in the Rio Grande or the Mississippi. Depends what France is doing. France is colonizing here, but we could colonize up here. The trade will flow through the Caribbean anyway, and we can direct trade from the Caribbean to Sevilla. So this isn't really a big deal. Alright, I'm gonna set up the war, and once there are some important updates, I will let you know. Here we are ready to declare the war. We're gonna co-belligerent Cacomas. Cacomas is only allied to keep itself, so it's gonna be good to co-belligerent him so that we can take his provinces a little bit cheaper. So we will declare the war. The army strength should be perfect for us. Quiche has 15k troops. I don't even know how much Cacomas has, but it's gonna be fine. A colony in Bengkulu is self-sustaining, so we're gonna send a colonist to the province next door. Problem is, it's 5k natives there. I think we can handle 5k natives with full maintenance. That should be fine. Gonna colonize these guys, then we're gonna colonize here. We probably should do some conquering soon as well, but these guys are on tech 9, so what? But we can attack these two at the same time. That would be nice. We're gonna attack Majapahit, and then we will be dragged into war with these guys, and that will make sure that we can conquer a bunch of land in this area. Let's see. Ooh, taking me wrong place. It should be here. The siege is over. I'm gonna crush some armies, and then we can probably peace out fairly soon. It's just a matter of sieging down a couple of provinces, and things will be fine. But little fact, France decided to throw all his troops away again to attrition. 4.7%. He's being so stupid. I don't know. I can't. Which is actually quite a big problem for me, because now I cannot use France against Castile. And Castile just formed Spain, so that Sevilla node is going to be hard to get. And the prices of tea and sugar also have gone up, so that's only helping me getting that money rolling. We need to spend our money, so that's something that we definitely will do, but for now we're going to peace out first. I'm gonna try to grab everything. The 81 more score and a bunch of money. And a full occupation. Oh, of course we risk a coalition, but we don't care. So that's 6 provinces. good. And actually, after the month ticks, should be a new colonial nation, right? For Central America. The colonial region for Mexico. Mexico is actually really big. Colonial Mexico might become my biggest colonial nation. And let's see, can we have to wait for the diplomat to come back. We will piece these guys out, of course, for as much land as possible. Ooh, finally we get an heir to the throne. He's also really bad, Carlos. And I kind of want you in charge. Can I abdicate now? It's too bad. I really want to become that merchant republic. So, but it's taking me a long time with this little points. But my income is going up a fair bit, so we will probably be able to start hiring more expensive advisors, and we will fix our monarch point issue that way. I'm gonna finish this war, and I will be back once we have a nice little peace deal. We siege down Mexico to annex, not to annex, to peace out the Aztecs, and there we go, and that will hopefully bring us closer to a peace deal with Quiche. And there we have it, the final peace deal. We're gonna take about, I think, 9 provinces? No, 7 provinces. A bit of cash and war reps, because he will still exist. And once my course finish here, I should have a really nice colonial nation here. I'm gonna keep the troops around for a little bit, or at least part of it. Because there probably will be a lot of rebellions in the early years of the new colonial nation. So we need our troops to squash those rebellions. I'm gonna redesign my troops a little bit. As you can see, I'm really down on manpower, so I'm gonna get rid of all the infantry. And the infantry is gonna be replaced by mercenaries, because mercenaries don't cost any manpower. And since we are a fairly small nation, I mean, in terms of development, we seem to be really big, but most of it is occupied land here, and is the land from our trade companies, which don't give manpower. So basically, we only get manpower from this little piece of land, which is not that much, especially if you look at our force limit. Where is the force limit? 45, so yeah, 18,000, well, 19,000 manpower is not nearly enough to support 45,000 troops. So we're gonna get rid of the infantry and we're gonna replace it with mercenaries. And it's 1550, so that means the printing press has spawned. It spawned in... Where did it spawn? Wow, in Austria. So Austria is Protestant then. Oh, it's Catholic. Wait, I thought you had to be Protestant for the printing press to spawn, but maybe the Protestant faith has to be around and you need Germanic. I think that's the case. But that means that we will get a tech penalty for quite some time, because it has to spread through. Well, it has to spread through Austria, then France, and then Spain, because it is also Austria. So we might get it fairly soon. Which is good. Yeah, if Austria has it, then France will probably get it fairly quickly. And yeah, look at this. Ooh. For some reason it was already present. Fact that was high development, probably. 20 oh, maybe a 20 development capital gets a nice little bonus here. So yeah, that's the printing press. We pieced out, of course, which is old news. I'm going to continue, and I'm gonna see what I'm going to next. And there we go. Portuguese Mexico is now a thing. We caught the last province, the 5th, I should say, and the Pope considers the colonial Mexico to be ours. And we gained the core, and that's why, yeah, wow, it's difficult, isn't it? We gained core, and that's why we got Portuguese Mexico. We will probably, well, this is actually really good. Mixe. Oh no, this is Kokomas. Oh, I didn't know that he still existed. But that truce ends in, well, in a long time, in 9 years. And if he conquers this, he might be able to conquer some more for our colonial nation. The bad thing is my troops got exiled while I was in. I had my troops parked here, and now they're exiled. I don't know what it is. I mean, this is my colonial nation, so I should have access. My troops shouldn't be exiled, right? Pretty strange. I'm gonna fix that because we need the troops for the suppression of rebels, because there are some rebels about to spawn, and colonial or Portuguese Mexico doesn't have any troops by himself, so we need to fix that for him. And we're back. Not much has changed. I've just continued to play a little bit. I'm not doing anything special, so no real highlights to show for now. But we were the first to circumnavigate the globe. We gained 40 navy tradition and 100 prestige. I don't think we really get that much out of it. We're at 90 naval tradition, so now we're capped, I believe, at 100. Yeah, that's actually really good. And we also are capped on prestige now. So yeah, global trade power plus 15%. That's actually rather powerful. Not much has changed. We're making a decent chunk of money. We're also having quite some expensive advisors running. So we're also making a decent amount of monarch points again. Except for military points, but I don't really want to focus the military points. Because I kind of need the admin for to unlock another ID group at admin tech 14 and to unlock the rest of these IDs. So hopefully next time we will be able to get those 2 tags to go with scientific experimentation and start working on trade IDs, and that will probably have quite a big impact on our trade income again. We're making 35 ducats from trade. It's fluctuating a little bit. We're hovering around 60 total income. It's actually going up slightly now. I'm also starting to build a fleet in the Malacca node. So we're sending a lot to Zanzibar. The problem is most of it stays in Zanzibar. So you can see it's 8 ducats is coming in and only 1.8 is going out. Oh, it says 1.6, but probably 1.6, and we make it 1.8. Yes, there we go. Merchant. So we probably want to send some ships here as well, and we got claims on all these centers of trade here. So we also want to start a war with Kilwa, although we're only 1 tech ahead. I think I want to wait until we are at tech 12. Kilwa has about 26,000 troops, I believe. No allies though, so if we send something like 30 or 40k over, that would probably be enough. We get some headroom to create a bigger army, which we probably should. And one army is currently hunting for the 7 cities of gold. Not really happening that much. Just we're just discovering North America, which is actually quite nice to see. So next episode we will probably stop this at some point. I don't want to do it too quickly, but I think I want to start saving a little bit of money to expand my army to a good, let's say that I have 40k troops left to invade Kilwa, because we need some troops to babysit the colonies, but that's only about maybe 10k at most. It depends on the colonies. I also, by the way, started to continue colonizing the Cape. I'm not sure whether I want to add this to the trade colony. For the production it's actually fairly nice, but I want to see how many, well, I could also always revoke it, but I want to see how many states I can make later on to get the plus 25% prosperity bonus for goods produced. That's gonna help me quite a bit with the trade as well. So yeah, we did good this episode. We didn't do a whole, well, actually we did quite a bit. We established a new colonial nation. Well, Cacomas failed this war, so we have to wait a little bit longer before we can expand it a little bit more, because I think we want to conquer this entire area for our colonial nation. Maybe let it colonize a bit further. It's not colonizing on its own yet, right? It's culture converting a lot of stuff. It's doing all sort of things here, which is actually nice to see that I don't have to. But yeah, that's it for now. Trade income is growing. Total income is growing. I mean, we are at 61 ducats now, and it's only 1560. Well, of course, there are countries with a lot more income, but for example, the Ottomans. But how big the Ottomans are, a main part of our income is the trade, and this will probably only go up. So the goal that I set at 400 income at 1650, I think it's perfectly doable, especially if we decide to invest our money into manufactories, which we did not do. Just yeah, we get some here. Oh, it's still building. So we get a few, but not that much yet. The good manufacturers are locked behind Tech 14 and higher, I believe. So that has to wait a little bit longer, but once we have the manufacturers, once we have a decent trade power in Zanzibar, we can send all this stuff all the way through Zanzibar, through the Cape, through the Ivory Coast, up into Sevilla. And we are a major trade power in Sevilla now. Although we don't have the Sevilla node, we're at 70%, due to the fact that both me and Morocco is embargoing. Well, especially my embargo is really powerful on Castile. So yeah, we have a bunch of trade power here. But Sevilla would be nice, but in retrospect, I probably don't need it to get the million ducats. It would have been nice if I could have gotten it. Maybe I will get it later. I'm not sure. I don't think so. France is just, I don't know what France is doing. France is still sitting here with a, oh yeah, he pulled back a bunch of troops, but he's doing silly things. So yeah, that was quite a long ramble. I'm sorry for that. Next episode we will probably make sure that the trade from Indonesia can flow to the villa, because now most of the trade is stuck in Zanzibar. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I am having a good time here. I really like it. It's a little bit different. Yeah, there's some conquering going on, but mainly it's just focusing on trade, what to colonize next. It's kind of a little bit sit back and relax kind of thing. I enjoy it. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.